Guys, so today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys a handful of cards that you guys should be buying before the NBA season restarts. As you guys know, as soon as the NBA announced that December 22nd is a potential date for the start of the NBA season, prices have already started to go up a little bit, and that's a great sign because as we know, as the season comes closer and closer, obviously more people will start to buy basketball cards again. As you guys know, right now, football cards have been going up a lot. Derrick Henry, a bunch of other guys who are having big games in football have been going up quite a lot. And there's not much money being spent on basketball right now, but that is going to change soon. As soon as the NBA releases an official date, I believe prices will start to go up again. In past years, prices have really started to increase around 1 month before the season starts. So it's definitely something to keep your eye out on. And as soon as the release date is there for the NBA start of the season, I can see prices starting to increase. So I recommend to buy now. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I have my Sports Card Invest membership program where I basically show you guys everything I'm buying, some cards I'm selling, and then some long-term underground NBA investments. So if you guys would like to join in on the profit, all you have to do is go ahead and click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com. Use code YouTube to get you 10% off. Actually, for the next 3 people who buy the memberships, you can use code SHOP for 30% off. So if you guys would like to go ahead and do that, only the next 3 people, so whoever gets to that the fastest. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna hop right into this video. So the first card we have that I believe is a great buy right now is Kristaps Porzingis. However, not his Prism card, because his Prism card has already gone up quite a lot, but actually his Select rookie card. If you guys have not heard me say this, Select is on the rise. Select continues to close the gap with Prism. At one point, Prism was 5 to 10 times the price of Select, but right now, Select is really on the rise, and it's definitely something to look out for. So this Kristaps Porzingis, I recommended last Sunday to my members for around 10 to 15 bucks. Currently, prices have jumped since I went ahead and released the report. Obviously, some people are buying it for a little bit more than I recommended, but regardless, I believe this is a very, very good buy for next season. As we saw in the NBA bubble, Kristaps and Luka both had very good games. Both had, both showed that they are going to be a dynamic duo in the future. Obviously, Kristaps had a bit of an injury, which really held the Mavericks back. But next year, if Kristaps is fully healthy, I believe that Kristaps and Luka will have a very good year together. And obviously, the Mavericks nearly took down the Clippers, even with Kristaps injured. So I believe, the Mavericks are going to be a big threat next year. And Kristaps is some guy who's very overlooked. His Prisms are quite expensive, but his Select rookie card is really lagging behind in price. So I believe it's a great time to get in and start buying these for next season, because with Select on the rise, combination with, obviously Kristaps and Luka Doncic, I believe those 2 factors are really going to increase the prices here. So yeah, that's pretty much one buy I believe is a very good buy right now. Next up, we do have Donovan Mitchell, second year Panini Prism Silvers. Obviously, as we know, as we saw when the season was back this year, second year cards really start to go up when rookie cards of a player goes up, because obviously as rookie cards get out of the reach of investors, too pricey for investors, what they start to do is they start to buy second year cards. Now this Donovan Mitchell, obviously Donovan Mitchell had a very good bubble as well. He played super well, and he's really going to be a star in this league one day. I feel it. He had some huge games with Jamal Murray, and I really believe that his second year cards are very undervalued currently. They're around 10 to 15 bucks in a Prism Silver. I did recommend them on Sunday to my group, and that's why prices are up a little bit recently, but you can still find them on Facebook groups for roughly 10 to 15 bucks. I believe it's a great buy, both long-term and short-term. Donovan Mitchell, one thing I really look for in a young player is improvement, and Donovan Mitchell has just continued to improve as his career has gone on, and he just continues to reach new levels. So I definitely believe if he keeps at this pace, he will continue to, do some damage in the league. Hopefully the Jazz can get over the hump and start winning in the West, but I definitely believe this is a very, very good buy right now. for next season. Next up, we do have a little bit more expensive a card. This one is in the couple $100 range, but it's Luka Doncic's Select Concourse rookie card. As we know, Select is on the rise, and Luka's Prism PSA 10 is $1,300. Everyone loves to buy Luka Doncic. Everyone's always looking for new options to buy Luka Doncic for a little bit cheaper than you can. A lot of people are going to his Optic. Me personally, I'm going to his Select. His PSA 9s are roughly $200. I believe it's a very good buy for next year. Luka Doncic, as I said earlier with Kristaps, that duo is definitely going to do some damage in the league. Luka Doncic is a favorite to win MVP already. And he's a generational talent. There's no other way to put it. It's hard to deny that. So I definitely believe this is a very, very good long-term buy and a very good short-term buy, with Select really starting to get some traction right now. So I definitely believe that is a great buy. Next up, we do have some other Select, but this time 2015-16. I believe both D'Angelo Russell and Karl-Anthony Towns are going to be, quite good next year. Along with that, the Timberwolves have the first overall pick in the draft, which could really, stimulate their development. D'Angelo Russell, aside from, in terms of scoring, he's one of the best point guards in the league. Obviously, his defense is what really holds him back, so I really hope he's improving that. But D'Angelo Russell, his improvement throughout his career has been absolutely insane. If we look at his days on the Lakers compared to his, Warriors and Nets days, he was an all-star on the Nets. His improvement is still, it's just absolutely phenomenal, honestly. And he's still super young, along with Karl-Anthony Towns. They're both very young. I believe both of them will have a big season next year with the #1 overall pick. And I can see, obviously the West is very crowded. It's hard to make the playoffs. But if either one of these players have big years, even if the rookie, whoever they draft #1, has a big year, the Timberwolves could start to come to life. And Karl-Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell certainly have the talent. They have the drive. They just need to put it together and win some games now, and they're still super young. I can definitely see them doing some damage in the league in a few years. So I definitely really like D'Angelo Russell's improvement, and Karl-Anthony Towns is just very underpriced. His Select is very underpriced, so that is why I'm going with that. Next up, we do have 2014-15 Select Zach LaVine. As you guys know, the Bulls fired their head coach and recently got a new head coach. And along with that, all of the players are probably going to get kind of a fresh restart. Their past coach was, a flop. He didn't really develop young players. He wasn't very good for the team. And now they have Billy Donovan, who was the past Thunder head coach, who developed Harden, Russell Westbrook, Oladipo, Kevin Durant. So I really think he can develop young talent. And with Lauri Markkanen, Kobe White, and Zach LaVine, I think the Bulls can do some damage in the wide open East. The East really is wide open. You have teams with losing records making the playoffs in the East. So I think the Bulls could be that team next year with Zach LaVine, a new head coach, obviously Kobe White, Lauri Markkanen, and Zach LaVine he's an electric scorer, to put it that way. I definitely think he's very undervalued right now. His Select cards are, 1/3 the price of his Prism cards, so I definitely believe that's a great buy right now in the market. So yeah, that's pretty much one of my other investments. Another guy we are buying right now is 2018-19 Select Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So obviously there are many rumors, and it's very likely that Chris Paul will be traded. I know some recent sales have been through the roof because of obviously the membership report, but these are around $20 usually. And I definitely believe this is an absolute steal in the market. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, if Chris Paul leaves the Thunder, which he likely will, it's going to be Shai's team. There's no other player who's really in contention with that. The Thunder have literally received like 5 to 6 draft picks, first-round picks from the Clippers and the Paul George deal, and the Thunder literally back-to-back drafted Harden, Westbrook, KD. The Thunder are very good at drafting. Their front office is very, very good at drafting, and I think they have a very, very bright future. And I believe at the center front of that future is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I think he's very cheap right now. He will continue to go up. He will have a big year next year if Chris Paul leaves. It will be his team. He will have to take many more shots. And he's a very good player. He's super young, very good passer, very good defender, very good scorer. So there's not much else to that. He's just very undervalued right now. At one point, he was the price of Trae Young. Currently, his selects are less than half the price of Trae Young, around a third the price of Trae Young. So that is an absolute steal in the market. I definitely believe this is a very good buy that will start to go up a lot next season. If Chris Paul does leave, and regardless of that, Chris Paul is going to be 36 years old next year. He's coming to an end. The Thunder got to start flipping the chapters and getting to the young players, and I believe they will do that. They're a very smart front office, so I definitely believe this is a very good buy for next year. But I really hope you guys did enjoy. Once again, if you guys would like to join my membership program, we've been making more money than ever before. If you guys would like to join the 3,000 members who are making a killing in our program, all you have to do is click the link down below, use code YouTube for 10% off, use code SHOP for 30% off for the next 3 people only. But thank you guys so much for watching. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.